So this is question 6 on the 6 to 8 paper. I've got unknowns in 2 places. So what's my first thing I need to do?
75 plus 100.
No, like put numbers on one side and the numbers with the...
The main one, first of all, is get your terms together. Whether or not you choose to do the numbers at the same time doing it, that's fine. So which one do I want to move? Do I want to move a positive 2t or a negative 2t? Yeah. Get rid of the negative one. The lower this coefficient in front of the letter is, that's normally the better one to shift. When it goes to the other side, what's it become? Plus 2t. So on this side now, I have 75, because that can't be combined with the t terms, plus 4t, and that is equal to 100. That minus 2t is cancelled with the 2t we've added to both sides. Get the numbers to the other side, which you can do at this step if you want as well. And it subtracts. So 4t equals 25. Need to know your divisions. T. 4's into 25 goes 6 times with one remainder that needs to be divided by 4. Or 6.25. 2 marks. If you can't do that division for a simple fraction, you're only going to get 1 mark. So that simple fraction thing there is quite important. Okay, so get down to 6.25. You add the 2t to both sides. The idea of the adding 2t is if I took the 2t from the other side and took it over here, I'd be making a negative t term. This is going on Azima, this is on Favla. With my lovely dulcet tones as well. Okay, Polygon Problem. This is made up of 2 congruent isosceles triangles. What are they showing in the diagram to show their isosceles? Little ticky marks are showing these are equal sides. So where are we getting other angles?
On the right side.
Yeah. Opposite the equal sides are also equal angles. So there's 2 35s.
If you add them, it's going to be so.
And 180 minus 35, 35 is going to be 110.
So 110 on both of them. So what must they all be?
140.
So 110 plus 110. This is angles round. So angles round a point. Arsene, what is it you never say for this one? Picking on you for this. It is not angles in a circle. Right? Not angle. You've forgotten it now. That's fine. Okay, so this is angles round a point of 360. Gives me this last point. That allows me to say that the final angle is going to be 140 degrees. Strictly speaking, you should also be able to put the arguments in here saying base angles in an iso triangle are equal. The 110 angles in a triangle equal 180 degrees. Go on then. Okay, so that's the reasons as well. Remember, if you're going with a reason, you must also give the number. I think DS is getting his red ticket. Every lesson, repeatedly. You were. Okay, so that's that next diagram. Shifting on. This is about using stem and leaf diagrams. Okay, stem and leaf diagrams. Notice the key. The number before the line is the 10 times. If you're going to keep arguing, I'm going to give you a red ticket and ask you to see the head, your housemaster as well. I asked you not to talk while I'm trying to make videos. And you're talking to Arsene about, oh, it's not fair that I'm doing this. You are not showing any effort at all at the moment. So, how would I interpret this number?
26.
Yeah, it's 26. The 2 there, 20, that's 6. What would that one be? 30, that one?
35.
Notice what they've done is they've split this. What do you think they've made the split on between these two numbers? What digits would I have in this side? Which digits would I have in here?
More than 4 and less.
Well, up to 4 goes in the lower values. 5 or more goes in the lower value. I often, if I do it, I normally put a little 5 underneath it as well to show it's on the higher end. But they don't do that in the exams. So stem and leaf. Use the diagrams to write the missing numbers in these sentences. Before the bumps went in, so we're talking about speed bumps for cars, the maximum speed was?
26.
Yeah. And how many cars went more than 30?
12.
No, they said more than, so we're not using the 0.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 12 cars went more. Stress the more. It did not say 30 or above. It says more, strictly more. After, the maximum speed was now?
35.
5. How many cars went more than 30?
3.
1.
Just those 3. Okay. If you'd made that mistake both times, I would probably expect you to be allowed. You'd get the mark for the speed. Because of the way they've marked this, it's 1 mark for each one being correct. Complete. Show the median speed fell by 10 miles per hour. How do we find the medians?
35.
So you cross them off. That. Remember, go to the largest value, which is on the end of the line. Smallest, largest, smallest, largest, smallest, largest, smallest, largest, smallest, largest. We got 38 there. That's the median, that one. And show it. If you show the crossing off, that would be enough to say you have shown your method. This one, 3 and 5, 4 and 2, 4 and 1, 6 and 0, 6, 0, 7, 0, 8 and 10. My median is now 28. So the median speed has done 38 minus 28, which is 10 miles per hour. So to show it falls, I should say after minus before. So 28 minus 38 gives me minus 10, and the minus means fell. Okay. By doing the median for each one, crossing off. Remember to cross off smallest and largest to find the middle value. If you showed 38 minus 28, you would probably get the 10 marks, the full marks. I'm just showing there that to show it's a fall, we say we start at what the end story is and subtract where we began. So it's after divide by minus before. Okay. Just put a pause on this for the moment. So this is an equation of a line problem. There's another one later which is more about the equations of lines. This is to do with coordinates. So a point on the line y equals 3x minus 4 has an x coordinate of 50. What's the y coordinate? What do I do to do that one? How do I get the y coordinate from this equation? Well, I told you the x coordinate. So x equals 50. Put it into the equation. Y equals 3 times 50 and subtract 4. 3 for 50 is 150 minus 4, 146. That's your y coordinate at that point. You substitute them in. Replace the y coordinate this time with 50. So y into the equation, and we've now got to work out what x is. Move the values around, we get 54 is 3x. Divide through by 3, x goes 1, carry 2, 18. 54, divide by 3 goes 1, carry 2 over, 3 is into 24, 8. And show is this point on that line. You put in an x value and see if you get the same y value out. Notice it's got a minus 10. This is horrible. Okay, this is quite nasty of them to do it this way, but y equals 3 times minus 10 minus 4. Do the sub multiplication first, so that's minus 30. Subtract 4 is minus 34. It is the same y coordinate, so it is on the direction. Okay. You need to show, so you must show this. You can't just say yes or no. You must show substitution of x and that you get a y value out, and the y value should be equivalent. If you don't show those, you don't get the marks. Did I want to do? We'll just have a quick go at the powers one. 4 different pairs of values that mean I can do something, the power of something to give me 64. What ways do you know of making 64 by repeated multiplication? First of all, think if y is 2. What do I square to give me 64?
8.
8, so that goes in. So I've got 8 and 64, there's my first pair.
2 and 6.
I'm not sure if they'd allow this one. What other number could I put square to give me 64?
64 1.
Yeah, I'll probably say you could do that one. There's another number I'm thinking about for this one though.
2 and 6.
64 1 I like.
2 and 6.
2 to the power 6, okay.
4 and
I'll put the 2 to the 6 here because there's one I'm expecting above. 4 to the
3.
3. There's one that you're forgetting with this, where these are even powers. What about minus 8 squared? That would give you 64 as well.
Would they allow? Do they allow?
I'm pretty certain you should be allowed it. There's no reason to say you can't have it. You can't do that with the odd numbered ones. So this one, minus 64 to the 1, doesn't work. That would still be negative. 4 to the minus 4 cubed wouldn't work because you've got a minus times a minus times a minus, which is negative. These two will both have negative answers. But this one, 2 to the minus 2 to the 6, each pair of the 2's would cancel the 2 out. That one would work as well. Okay. So there's quite a few options there. I'm actually quite impressed that you managed to give me all of those. That's good going. Okay. I'll scroll that one.